Hello, students and parents. So we have nearly finished week number 2 of e-learning. And as we do that, I wanted to go over something with everyone. Really, I guess it's more of a concern that I have seen over some of the work that has been turned into me over the last few days. And that has to do with what's called academic integrity. And where I saw this the most is on the very first assessment on a video that I gave. Okay, now the very first assessment was just do the reading and answer the questions. This was very much like the homeworks students have had all year. But on the next day, on Tuesday, I had a video up and the directions were to watch the video and take the notes and then answer the assessment question on it. And way over half of the students that submitted an assessment on that were giving me information that had nothing to do with anything in the video. Okay, so this led me to think, well, why is that happening? All right. And there's really a couple of options and a couple different reasons that may have happened. And I'm sure that for some of you were just legitimately trying to come up with an answer. You didn't know and you looked something up, right? And you copied and pasted it. It wasn't in your notes, it wasn't in the video. You copied, you pasted, whatever. Some of you may have reached out to friends and go, what is he talking about? And they gave you the information they had, which is really the same thing that they just looked up somewhere. Again, not from the video that I had given you. Okay. And so this really just sort of brought me to wanting to make sure that everyone is on the same page about academic integrity. And what that means is that you have to submit your own work. Okay. So we've had this kind of conversation all year long in my class about how if I see or catch you copying homework, then that's a problem, right? You get half off, you get all zeros, and you can't make it up, and all these different things. If you get caught cheating on a test, for example, it's an automatic 0 and no retakes, right? I mean, this is a big deal in my classroom, and I wanted to make sure that everyone understood that the same ideas and principles that we had when we were meeting together also apply now that we're doing e-learning. And in fact, really even more so, because in a way it's far more tempting. You can go just Google something or look it up and you're there by yourself, right? Maybe it's just you, it's students just there, just them, they're the computer and they're just trying to get stuff done. And I understand that a lot of you families here, you guys are working so hard. Many of you parents, you work all day and you come home and you're trying to help your students, your kids get through this material, or maybe you work all night and you're doing it in the mornings or whatever it is. I can't even imagine what you guys are having to do. Okay, and the load that you have during this time, you're having to deal with your kids and how they're dealing with all this, plus your own stuff. And it's just a lot. I completely appreciate that. At the same time, I also have to make sure that when I say as their teacher that, yes, this is what my students have done, this is what they've learned, this is what they've accomplished, that I feel confident to say, no, this is really what, student A, this is their work. And this is what they have shown me that they know. And for that to happen, I have to be able to believe that my students are doing their own work. And so when I see things where I start to become concerned that maybe that's not happening, I have to address it. And that's really where this comes from for today. Now, again, many of you students, guys, you did a great job. You watched the video, you answered the questions, no issues, no problem. Some of you, though, I'm concerned that you didn't follow those steps. And you didn't really follow the right process. Okay. So be that as it may, you guys have definitely an opportunity. Those of you who did not watch the video and then answer the questions, you would have gotten feedback from me already. And then seeing how you can watch the video and resubmit the assessment. Okay. So if you have problems with it, guys, if the to-do list doesn't make sense, please, please, please reach out to me, ask me, and I will help you to make sure that you guys get what you need and can get things taken care of. Alrighty, guys. Well, listen, parents, if you have any questions about this or concerns about maybe your child or what I was seeing in more detail, you feel free to reach out to me and I will let you know. I'll give you that information as well, sort of in a one-to-one, one-on-one basis. Alrighty, guys. Well, listen, I do hope you do well with today's lesson. We do have a guest lecture, if you will, for today. And so I hope that goes well for you guys. And hey, we're almost done with week number 2.